Hey guys, this is Lawai, you're watching Roots and Rhymes, and today we're talking about shot process. Stick with me and I'll show you the steps that make your shots repeatable, consistent, and deadly accurate. Alright, so step one is stance, the foundation of every shot. A solid stance equals balance, consistency, and less muscle tension. If you're a bow hunter, you should opt for an open stance. That means your feet are shoulder width apart and your front foot is angled 30 to 45 degrees towards your target. This kind of stance helps for stability, especially on uneven terrain or in windy conditions. Now, if you only shoot indoors, then a square stance would probably be better. So same thing, shoulder width apart, but now both of your feet are perpendicular to your target. So for both of these stances, you want to avoid the extremes. So you don't want your feet to be too wide apart because that makes your legs tense. And you don't want to be too narrow because that's unstable. Find what feels solid to you and repeat it every shot. I personally like to imagine my legs sending out roots into the earth before I commit to the next step, which is alignment. All right, so once you're okay with your stance, you want to make sure that your bow arm is straight. It's not bent, it's not locked, but it's relaxed. Your shoulder should stay down. There's a tendency for your shoulder to want to come up towards your neck. You want to avoid that. And when you're at full draw, make sure that your shoulder, your elbow, your bow hand, everything is in line to your target. Next, we have probably the most critical factor for accuracy, your grip. So when it comes to gripping your bow, you want to use the fleshy pad right underneath your thumb. Your knuckles should be set at a 45-degree angle and your fingers relaxed, lightly touching the riser. Also, you want to avoid choking your bow. Don't death grip your bow. That's going to twist your shot. We want to avoid torque at all costs. The only pressure you should feel is below your thumb. Next, we have the anchor, crucial. Your anchor point is your repeatable reference point. Every time you draw your bow, your hand should come back to the exact same place. Everyone has a different anchor point. For example, some archers like to use their ring finger here and put that at the corner of their mouth like so. A lot of people will use their jawline, their jawbone here as a reference point with their thumb. Some people will use the tip of their nose as a reference point. It's really up to you. I anchor with my index finger at the corner of my mouth and my thumb aligned with my jawbone, at the back of my jawbone here. That's how I know. I have 1, 2, and I know that I'm in the right spot. So your anchor is like home. If it shifts, your accuracy disappears. All right, so the next step is aiming. If you're instinctive shooting, you're completely focused on the target and you're just gonna let muscle memory guide you through the shot. If you're gap shooting, you're gonna use the tip of your arrow as a reference point below your target and you'll be adjusting gap by distance. Depending how close or far you are from the target, that gap will vary. No matter your style, the principle is the same. Keep your focus on the target, maintain alignment, and don't rush the shot. Depending on how you aim, ask yourself, does it feel right? Does it look good? And if it doesn't, reset, do it again. Now, once your aim is set, it's time to execute the release. The release is about relaxation, not motion. You're gonna wanna keep your draw hand relaxed and let the string roll off of your fingers. You don't want to pluck it and you don't want to just let go. It's a motion that should almost surprise you. Like you're not exactly sure when the arrow is going to fly out. Now, last but not least, we have the follow through. You're gonna wanna finish what you started. Don't drop the bow hand after you shoot or tense up after the shot. Let your bow naturally move forward with your hand relaxed and your fingers open. Very important, your drawing hand continues the motion. So your elbow should finish behind your head. Hold your posture until the arrow hits. The shot isn't over when you release. The shot is over when your arrow lands. So I strongly advise that you verbalize or write down these steps. Put it on a piece of paper wherever you shoot, stick it on the wall, and as you practice, make sure you're going through that checklist and that everything is good. You're gonna wanna practice over and over again so that all the steps become subconscious. Ask each step, does it look good? Does it feel right? And reset if needed. If you follow these steps and practice consistently, your arrows will fly truer, your shots will feel easier, and your confidence in the woods will skyrocket. When I first started shooting, I realized that the bow will not listen to me. I need to listen to the bow. Start slow, focus on repetition, and watch your archery transform. If you learned anything, drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and last but not least, I'll see you in the woods.